Trevor Bank Stadium. More like Trevor Stank Stadium. Cue the intro. What is going on, you guys? This is the Cubone here. I am wearing teal and black like a Duval cat because I am here to talk about the Jacksonville Jaguars. As always, I am joined by my co-host, Trico and Salandit. Salandit will be joining us momentarily, but Trico, how are you doing tonight? Well, I think all Jaguar fans feel that way right now. So let's go ahead and get started with my honest thoughts and reactions to the previous game between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it was a wet, ugly, sloppy game for both teams. Cleveland came away with the win, 18-13. Jacksonville had their opportunities to win this game, didn't go in their favor. And my honest thoughts on this game is that this team came out of the gate deflated, uninterested, almost like they just gave up trying to play this game right out of the gate. Indeed, it was their home opener. That says a lot. And I think in a large part, the reason why that is because I think the coaching continues to get worse and worse every week. And it's the same excuses that Doug Peterson keeps saying. You know, we need to execute better. I have confidence in the offensive line. All this and that. We just got to execute better. Oh, if this happened, then we would have won the game. Blah, blah, blah. Well, you didn't. You didn't win the game, Doug. And now you're sitting at 0-2. You're going to have to go on the road the next two games. Monday night against the Buffalo Bills. And then on the road to face the Houston Texans. Not very ideal whatsoever. And it's not just Doug that I'm getting sick and tired of. I'm sick of this constant rotation of defensive players for no explicit reason. Why are we taking Josh Allen, or Josh Hines Allen, I should say? Why are we taking Josh Hines Allen off the field? Why are we taking Trayvon Walker off the field? Why aren't we using Eric Armstead more in the interior of the defensive line? It's things like that that frustrate me. Why are we putting in Ventrell Miller? Why are we putting in Chad Muma? I get it. If it's like a 3 linebacker set, that's a little different with Chad Muma. But why is Yasir Abdullah out on the field? Why wasn't Mason Smith on the active roster today? Or not today, but like last Sunday. Why wasn't he on the active roster? He's your second round pick from this last draft class. It makes no sense whatsoever. And this game, I'm just going to say it. The Jacksonville Jaguars in the last 8 games are 1-7. That one game they won was against the worst team in the league, and the Carolina Panthers, who just benched their starter, Bryce Young. The offensive line throughout that time has been putrid. And I understand there were injuries involved, but those who weren't injured were putrid. My point exactly, Trico. They need to start looking inwards and say to yourselves, what can we do to fix this? And I think they need to move on from Phil Rauscher. No, it's only week 2. As much as I want to move on from Doug Peterson because I'm sick of his We'll just call it bologna sandwich just to keep it, family friendly, if you will. Damn it, Trico. But as much as I want to move on from Doug Peterson, I also have to be realistic. Even though this team's most likely going to start 0-4, because I have no confidence we're going to beat the Bills. I have no confidence that we're going to beat the Houston Texans. But after that, shortly after that, you go over and play 2 games in London. Do you really want an interim head coach in that spot? It is. And I don't know how they're going to fix it. Maybe they move Walker Little into the starting lineup. Maybe they put in, what's his name? Cooper Hodges in at right guard. It's a very tough situation the Jaguars in because I don't think they have the depth really at the offensive line to make a change. I think they're stuck with these starting 5 if they're healthy, mind you. Maybe you can argue they could put in Walker Little over Cam Robinson, but it's a bad situation. And it's a bad situation that's only going to get worse because they get to go up against Von Miller next week. So that right there is my honest thoughts about the game between the Browns and the Jags. Let's move on now to the next segment, the AFC South Roundup. Salandit, take it away. How did everyone else in the AFC South do last week and week 2? All right, thank you much, Salandit. Let's now go on to our final segment of today's episode of the Cubone Football Show. Questions with Q. Q and Q, as we like to call it. Simple enough. Trico is going to ask me a question. I'll do my best to provide an answer to said question. That's right. And with that being said, what is today's question of the day, Trico? The autumn wind, really? We're not Raiders fans, Trico. Oh, you got a point there. It is pretty catchy. All right, what's the question of the day? Ooh, I've been waiting for this question. I have been waiting for this question. Give me 1 second. Oh, I gotta represent. I have to represent. All right. Caw is the law. Go St. Louis Battlehawks. So, if you're wondering why, the St. Louis Battlehawks are from the United Football League. They used to be in the XFL, and in the XFL, that's where this new kickoff rule alignment originates from. And the whole point of it is for player safety reasons and to promote kickoff returns from happening. And I'm all for that. I love it when a team returns a kickoff or a touchdown. It's one of the best plays in the entire game. The only thing that worries me is that they're still kicking it out of the back of the end zone. And if they want more kickoff returns to actually happen, I think they need to either move the spot where they're doing the kickoff back about 5 to 10 yards, or they need to move where the touchback is about another 5 to 10 yards. Because otherwise, they're just going to keep kicking it right out of the end zone. That's right. And with that being said, folks, that was today's episode of the Cubone Football Show. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all next time. Take care.